Welcome, my friends. The first half of the fiscal year 23-24. The numbers are in Ubisoft. So that's the stock we talk about today. So you know how I'm going to do this. So first we check out the chart. So we see the movements after the earnings came out, and then we're jumping into this presentation. And if we have then some time, or of course we have time, then we're also going through this, I would say the news release. So here I'm going to read some of the information. So if this is interesting for you, then please stay with me. Otherwise, of course, after the chart, some people might already have all the information they need. So let's have a look at the chart. So going to my trading view chart, here we are. So we were actually trading, my friends, here on Friday. We were closing with an up of 4.78%. That's actually pretty nice. And you can see the trend line. So this is, of course, the overall chart from Ubisoft. You can see from the trend line that we were, I think, even up at 29.20 euros. So up, I think, like 10%. So, and in the end, we were closing a little bit under 5%. Obviously, in the end, the stock was selling off a bit. So some people profited from the fact that they maybe invested already a bit early and they expected the stock to go up to like 45 euros so quickly. But of course, this is not going to happen so quickly. As you can see, we are still fighting here with the Fibonacci retracement around 30 euros. And now it's actually the question if we can hold the 24, 25 euros, or if you're falling down. And then it's also possible that we can go back to the 20 euros. So, but the 2019 euros there is a strong support, especially considering the fact that the numbers are getting better, and that we that Ubisoft is expecting 400 million revenues, net revenues, then in the upcoming fiscal year. So that's for the upcoming fiscal year, not for this fiscal year. This fiscal year is still like a transition fiscal year, but it's supposed to get better. So of course we see also that this trend line here broke a little bit. Maybe I have to remove it a bit here. Let's put it like this. So still broken. But we went over it and then we went under it again. So let's go here to the Google Finance chart. I think this is always a very nice chart to see. Here we see that we actually, for everyone that invested at the 18, 19 euros, he or she made already over 40% plus, and even on the top like 60%. So this was actually a very nice investment for people that were able to find the bottom. Oh, it's not the bottom. I'm not saying it's the bottom right now. So I think with the overall stock market situation we have at the moment, that would be a bit too much sad. So also annual statement, income statement, you can see for 2023, for the last fiscal annual year, we were down 494 million euros, and now we are hoping to get back to not in this year but in the next year, then to 400 million euros. So overall, actually the net income of Ubisoft is not so good, but they make money. They have nice revenue. So, but expect this stock, in my opinion, to accelerate a little bit between the 20 and the 30 euros for quite some time. Alrighty, guys. So here, investor page, you can download the slideshow. You can get the first half earnings figures report, and you can also listen to the conference call. I think you can't listen if you're not subscribed, or at least I couldn't listen. I'm not subscribed. So check this out then. And here is now the Ubisoft earnings report 26. So let's go a little bit through. You see nice pictures. So record net bookings in the last 6 months. So it's a half-year report, of course. Then it's the last 6 months. So net bookings 822 million, so 76% up. Digital revenue 717 million, 12% up. And player recurring investments and back catalog. So actually strong back catalog, almost 700 million. So key highlights: robust activity, unique active players, monthly active players, so slightly down the monthly active players. So those numbers, for me personally, those numbers are not so important. I like the back catalog numbers, but they're like, okay, active players, someone just opening the game is already counted as a active player. And also here, I mean, net bookings is great, but I also want them to make some money. and not only just getting money and then still being in a loss. Much stronger than expected. So second quarter performance, 550 million, well above target of approximately 350 million. So this is now for the second quarter, therefore half year, 350 million. So that's nice to hear that they actually beat their target. And then outperformance notably driven by much stronger than expected revenues from back catalog, as I said already, thanks to both in its underlying overperformance and monetization through partnerships. Overperformance also reflects a record launch for the Crew Motorfest. This game, I think it plays in Hawaii, and higher Assassin's Creed Mirage pre-shipment. So because Assassin's Creed Mirage came out, but they sold already, so pre-orders, they sold already so many that it's counted, and also for the first half, so also here for the second quarter and the first half of the fiscal year. Remarkable performance of Rainbow Six Siege, high double digits net bookings growth, continued strong activity and solid acquisition. Cool. I mean, this game still makes money, and I think it's in the 8th or the 9th year. Then Assassin's Creed back catalog, sustained performance on the back of the Assassin's Creed Mirage launch. Oh, that's also very cool to hear. Then the Crew 2, exceptional engagement with a record month in terms of monthly active users, contributing to record franchise quarter activity. To also the Crew 2 was back in the game. So here we have some numbers, so non-IFRS, and then we have that's the sales, so 836 million, net bookings 822 million, and what is maybe most interesting is non-IFRS current operation income, so 43 million, so that's important. And then also I'm going to show you some numbers a bit more clear, because here it's not so clear, the numbers. So then research and development, we can jump over this cash flow and closing cash positions. It's negative, everything so negative. That's not so cool, so we jump over this. And then we go to the targets for the third quarter of the fiscal year 24, and approximately 610 million. So if they can beat this, then definitely the stock will then in the next earnings will go up again. Oh, when is the next earnings? Is it each year, or is it just for every half a year? So I have to check this. So net booking, strong growth expected, non-IFRS operating income approximately 400 million. So that's for 24. That's for 24, guys. For 24. So overall for 24. So it's a bit confusing. Is this now for overall 24? Is it for 23, 24? Or is it then for next year? So lineup for the remainder of the fiscal year, key strategic pillars, so new releases across big brands and long-lasting live games. So definitely Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, that's very important, this game. And then Prince of Persia, The Lost of Crowns, and I think Skull and Bones has been postponed again, and we have some cool free-to-play games with Rainbow Six Mobile, The Division Resurgent, and X Defiant. So, and then we get some more of their numbers. So always in comparison, if we look now at the income here, 43 non-IFRS income with regard to last first half of the last fiscal year, then it's 139 in the minus, and now we're actually in the plus. So the trend is your friend here, So also you see Ubisoft first half sees a 14% revenue bump. So revenue, not income. All right, so and now we go to the press release. We get some more information here. So those are the highlights. A record first half net bookings, second quarter well above target, driven by back catalog and new releases, successful launches of Mirage and Motorfest, remarkable Tom Clancy Rainbow Six growth, and Ubisoft as a trusted partner in the industry, and targets confirmed. So first half 23-24 net bookings well above target. So here again. So here we have the IFRS operating income is 16.1 million, and the non-IFRS operating income is 43.5 million. So in percent of total net bookings, 5.3%. So that's, and then in comparison last year it was down. So second quarter net bookings of 554 million, so up 36%. So the net bookings in the second quarter. So all these information are now for the second quarter. I said already, Mirage grew, Motorfest. So successful launches here, Mirage and Motorfest. Second quarter back catalog overperformance of Rainbow Six Siege. So remarkable performance with high double-digit net bookings growth, continued strong activity on the back of Year 8 Season 3 release, and solid acquisition leading to around 50% net bookings growth in the first half. Wow. Then also Assassin's Creed back catalog profited from the Mirage launch, and also the Crew 2 profited also probably from Motorfest launch. So acquisition of Activision Blizzard cloud streaming rights finalized, also big highlights. And then we have the 23-24 targets confirmed. Strong net bookings growth and approximately 400 million non-IFRS operating income. Cost reduction plan well on track. So letting some people go. So 400 million non-IFRS operating income. So at the moment we are at 443. So I don't know if they're going to reach those 400 million. So they say they do, but with only having 43.5 million, is this possible? Because that's the targets for 23-24. I mean, 24 is still ongoing, and then Pandora comes out. So maybe they have some other magical games in their sleeve. So here is the press release. So I'm going through this press release, my friends. So if this is not interesting for you, I guess, then you already got most of the information. But some people really love me reading this. So Ubisoft delivered an excellent second quarter, well above our expectations. So this is now the CEO speaking. Activity was mostly driven by the performance of our back catalog, thanks in particular to the remarkable growth of Rainbow Six in an overall competitive environment for first-person shooter games. Yeah, well, still performing good. So I want to pay tribute to the exceptional level of commitment from our teams. Yeah, he's nice. Who have done amazing work on this game to deliver top quality content across platforms. So the signing of new partnerships also contributed to the overall quarter performance, confirming once again that Ubisoft is one of the most sought after partners in the industry with highly recognized brands and assets. So for example, they have a partnership with Nintendo. We are also pleased with the sales momentum demonstrated by our two new releases, which mark the successful return of Ubisoft's IPs among the major games launches of the industry. The Assassin's Creed Mirage, Motorfest teams, respectively led by Ubisoft Bordeaux and Ivory Tower, have done a wonderful job to prepare the release of these new opuses, and the response from the community and fans has been fantastic. October saw the finalization of a major agreement with Activision Blizzard, which will grant Ubisoft the perpetual streaming rights. I mean, underline this, guys, for Call of Duty and all other existing Activision Blizzard console and PC titles, as well as those releasing over the next 15 years. Hey, it's crazy what Microsoft did just that they can acquire Activision Blizzard. So Ubisoft now has the perpetual streaming rights, and of all the games also that come in the next 15 years. Wow. I mean, I don't want to stream those games, honestly, on the Ubisoft launcher. I don't want to do this. Yeah, well, that's just me. So the cloud gaming market has a strong potential, and Ubisoft can play a leading role in its realization. This deal will enable us to deliver even more experiences to more players across the world than ever before. One of the cornerstones of our strategy. Before I forget it, they can also actually license then the streaming out. So they have the streaming rights and they license out the streaming. Looking ahead, the current positive momentum builds confidence for the rest of the year as well as for the next fiscal year. We are excited to bring our future lineup to players and to deliver on our strategy and continue reaching larger audiences and building an increasingly recurring business thanks to major brands and live services. All right, good. So I just had to cough, and now we go through here very quickly. The new releases. I talked already about this. So Mirage stands somewhere where Origins and Odyssey also was standing with the sales. So we get hopefully some more information here soon. And then if we check out back catalog, guys, so I found actually the casual mobile business has also performed very well this quarter with a notable performance of Idle Bank Tycoon. So that's very interesting to see actually that they also make some mobile games. And here you see you have over 5 million downloads. So maybe I should check this game out. So I think that's kind of funny. So I kind of like those idler games a lot. In line with trends observed over the past few years, Ubisoft's high quality content and active community are valuable and attractive for a wide range of platforms in the industry. This capacity to monetize back catalog through partnerships with a view to continue increasing its audience penetration is also reflected in this quarter's overperformance. So now, very important aspect. Now we talked about the cost reduction. And the plan to, this quarter Ubisoft proposed to consolidate the Hungry Chalk franchise at the Ubisoft Barcelona mobile studio and has engaged in consultation regarding the related proposed closure of Ubisoft London mobile studio, with the continued tight control on recruitments as well as targeted restructurings. The total number of employees worldwide stood at 19,410 at the end of September 2023 compared to 20,729 at the end of September last year. During the same period, employee retention has improved. So cost reduction plan is well on track, with the first half year in 23-24 fixed cost base of around 0.8 billion, down 7% year on year, representing a decrease of around 65 million euros. Yeah, I would say they didn't really kick out so many people. I mean, that's fine. It's 1,200, so 1,200, 300 people that probably had some jobs you don't really need in your company, and then sometimes you have to let them go. Oh my God, now I get all those thumbs down from some of the left. Well, that's how it is. So, but I'm an investor. I want to make money with gaming companies. So Ubisoft as a trusted partner in the industry, the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We talked already about this. So, So here, as well as allowing Ubisoft to license them to third parties, very important. And then also present at the Apple's Keynote to announce Assassin's Creed Mirage on mobile. So latest Apple Keynote, Ubisoft announced Assassin's Creed Mirage will be launched on iPhone 15 Pro. This announcement is a testament to the fruitful relationship with Apple, as well as the value of Ubisoft brands and the quality of its technologies. The teams working on Anvil, Ubisoft's proprietary engine, are working hard hand in hand with Apple's experts to make the game shine on this mobile platform. I don't know if they really make money with this, but I think it's just an amazing opportunity to bring really high-end games actually to a mobile phone. So I think that's cool. So, and then they have also two new directors, two lady directors. So the female percentage goes up. So now everyone should be happy. So main income statement, so non-IFRS operating income came at 43.5 million versus a minus of 139 million in the first half of last year. So here again, some more numbers. I talked already about this. So outlook, third quarter, net bookings for the third quarter are that's now important. Expected to come in at approximately 610 million euros. Then full year, the overperformance in the second quarter and the current positive momentum at Ubisoft brands build confidence for the rest of the year. The company can therefore confirm its announced guidance of strong top-line growth, a non-IFRS operating income of approximately 400 million without releasing the other large game it had initially planned to launch during the last quarter of the current fiscal year. So what was this large game? It was a game, so was it Skull and Bones? No. Was it the other game that is never coming out? Will never come out, so whatever. So company has decided to launch this other large game then in 24-25 so as to maximize its value creation. So good question what it is. I think it's not Skull and Bones, but it's another game. And it's also not Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Maybe it's It's a new Far Cry, but who knows? All right, guys. So with that, I'm leaving it here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do so, comment, like, and subscribe. And little disclaimer, I am invested in Ubisoft, but I'm just a YouTuber, retail investor myself. This is not for financial for financial purposes. This is only for informational and entertainment purposes only. So please don't buy anything you see in this video. So probably you would have bought Ubisoft then at 90 euros and you would have sold it then at 20 euros and you would have lost all your money. So always keep this in mind. Investing in stocks, especially in those more risky stocks, is a risk. So you can lose so much money, guys. So I'm still in the minus actually on my Ubisoft stocks, just saying. All right. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.